Hi folks, Brian Keene here with Ockham Defense, and today I'm going to show you the components of our MERC handguard and how to check if they will fit on your gun. I've stripped this one down for this video to show you kind of the anatomy of what's going on. The big trick of the MERC is that we got rid of this rear sight block here, which you can kind of see like the dust cover lip right here, dust cover lip right here. This guy drops on right here and adds a new gas block for you. And then this, we call this the upper clamp gas tube castle nut. We call this the upper clamp. This is the lower clamp. This is the castle nut. That's the gas tube. These clamp on around what's called a journal, which is a level spot on the barrel. That's a precision 0.692 inches. When this stuff clamps on, we can then slide the handguard over all that, about like that, and then screw the whole thing together. But all of this hinges, I don't know if the camera can see this or not, but you can see where the barrel goes. That clamp is a precision clamp, and so we need to make sure that the barrel is the right shape, and you can do this before you buy a MERC. Now if it's not quite the right shape, you can send it in to somebody like M13 Industries and they can make it work. But I want to let you have some options and some knowledge before you actually buy the thing. In this video we're going to be going over which rifles and whether your rifle in particular will work with the MERC handguard. So when handling any gun, the first thing we're going to do is make it safe, right? So we're going to take it off safe, pull our charging handle back. We're going to look for an empty chamber. We're going to stick our finger in and feel that it's empty. We're going to look again, and this gun is safe, pointing in the safe direction. Pull the trigger. Okay. Now, we're going to take our dust cover off, take our recoil spring out. Bolt carrier, the minute that we've got the bolt carrier out, I don't consider this a gun anymore. This is a pipe. So nobody can get hurt with this thing unless we hit them with it. So now I don't worry about it not being in a safe direction, right? So the minute that bolt carrier comes back in, all of our 4 safety rules start to apply again. Next thing we're going to do is throw this lever up. You may need a pair of pliers to do that. We're going to take out the gas tube assembly, and we're going to hold up this lever right here. And sometimes this gun is a customer gun, does not have a muzzle device on it, so I'm going to carefully make sure that I don't scar those threads up, but occasionally you'll need to mortar it down. Just make sure that you've got a thread protector on if you need to do that. All right, now we are into where we will be able to see whether this gun will work with the MERC handguard. The next tool you're going to need is a pair of calipers. They can be digital or analog. They can read out in inches or metric. They just need to be somewhat accurate. So, and Harbor Freight, for what it's worth, sells a very fine pair of $11 ones. They just lose cal fairly frequently, so you're going to want to check them on something where you know the dimension of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure the journal, which is the diameter of the barrel, right behind the rear sight base. And I'll try and move this over here. But you should see something right around 0.691 inches. 692, 690, 693, that's all fine. If you see any other number, you're not going to have a good day. So do not go forward. The next measurement that you need to check for is the length of level journal, meaning how far back that 691, 692 number goes. So I'm going to check on this barrel here. It's 6920, really far back. This gun is an excellent candidate for an RST. We want that level journal to be a minimum of 0.8 inches. This one is a good deal longer. But as you get down to the 6.8 number, it's not going to work well for you. All right, when you buy a MERC, and we should be doing this before you get a MERC, but if you've already got one, this is what we're trying to do. The upper clamp, this piece here, replaces this rear sight block. And what we're trying to do is make sure that you don't need to do a barrel job in order to install your MERC. And so what we want to make sure of is that this level journal that's right here overlaps with this clamp here. We've relieved it pretty heavily right here. And I'll show you guys this distance here. You need to have about 3/4 of an inch from the front of the receiver to that journal. And then forward, it can overhang a little bit. This journal here is an inch. So, or this bore length here is an inch. If your barrel comes further out, like some of them are dramatically thicker right here, you'll either need to have the barrel turned down a little bit to this level journal, which is not a giant deal, but it will cost you some money, or you need to Dremel out and relieve this a little bit. Either one will get the job done. So I verified on this one that both the diameter is correct at 692 and that I have enough length here. So this one is a great candidate for the quick and dirty install that I'll show you in a later video. Basically, there's two ways to go from here when installing the MERC. You can either press these components off and remove them so that it's able to be redone, or you can just cut off right here with a Dremel, round this off on a belt sander, cut your bayonet lug off, cut your handguard off, cut this off, which I'll show you in another video, and then simply clamp it on. And that might sound scary, but it's actually really easy to do. If you've already bought a MERC, thank you very much for your purchase. If you're thinking about one, we hope this has been useful to you. If you've still got questions, please call us at the shop line on our website, or shoot us an email on the contact form, or interact with us on Instagram or Facebook.